Welcome to Modern Adaptation. I'm worried about what Tyler's gonna do because we have a third participant today running the camera. So if it looks like crap, you'll see him later. You can blame him in the comments.
And if it looks great, we trained him well.
If it looks great, we're gonna have to convince him to move here and do our filming. So he looks very, very unhappy. He's just standing there like a statue filming. He has not moved or given any indication that he's an actual human being this whole time. But the camera shot should be steady. If it's not, something's gone terribly wrong. Today's video is on the top 5 things that I like about the 15 to 17 model Mustangs. This is a 15 that I recently purchased about 3 weeks ago, and in that time frame it's given me enough of a duration to determine what I like and what I don't like about the car. Aside from the awesome color and the new shape of the car, I'll talk specifically. There's actually, of the top 5, only one is an exterior detail because personally I enjoy the 13 and 14 model Mustangs on the outside the best. But you got to give credit to the tail lights. I think the back end as a whole is a little too small, but the tail lights, the actual grooves that they did with these, I mean, look at that. You can hide your hand in there. They're actually pretty cool. So really big groove. They're easy to clean though, surprisingly. And at night, they're actually quite bright, as we found the other night. Especially if your eyes have been adjusted to darkness. These are very bright as opposed to the earlier models. So kudos to them on making a nice tail light. Simple enough. This is where all the good stuff really that I like about the car really comes into play. First of all, these seats, and Sir Jake, our cameraman, can show you the bucket seats up here. I mean, these side pieces, I mean, you get in the seat and you feel like there's no way you could fall out. So, on top of these being a two-tone color, so which is nice. Not really. You run your seatbelt through these, but I don't really understand the purpose of that. It's pretty pointless in my opinion. And the new headrest design is pretty cool. They still do this where you can kind of adjust them and then put it back, which is nice. And there's a place on the back of the headrest for like hanging clothes and stuff. You don't have to get a shot of that, but it is what it is. Secondly, my second favorite feature would be the paddle shifters. Not for their placement, because I think they're too small. And of course they should have been put over here, but we know on this priced vehicle that they're not going to be 100% proper, but responsive they are. So put it in S mode just as in any other vehicle, you're good to go. Tying that into my third favorite feature are your drive modes. You change the drive mode here with this button. There's basically 4 main drive modes. You would have the normal, Sport Plus, Track, and then there's also like a wet and snow mode. Primarily, I've been using the Sport Plus and Track modes. Sport Plus, the biggest difference, the biggest change you feel in the car is the throttle response. It is absolutely ready to tear up the road when you do it. I've read forums and stuff online that say, oh, we put it in Sport Plus mode, we can't really feel a difference. Have you driven a car before? I mean, because you can tell. It's instantaneously ready to go. And the biggest difference between Sport Plus and Track is it turns the traction control off. So it's not like the whole car readjusts or anything, but it's pretty cool. Additionally, you have 3 steering wheel settings that you can change at any time to firm that up as well, because that also changes based on your drive modes. And lastly is just, and it kind of ties in with this, all the integrated technology. You got your push to start button on a Mustang. All right, I myself was not sure if that was a good move. I mean, a Mustang should still kind of have a classic feel. These really just shot straight for modern. There's modern adaptation Tyler in the background. I'm gonna come around to that door. So you'll notice there's no actual locking mechanism on the inside. It's just a little red light. So
Could it be green?
this could actually make some of those older like 80s and 90s movies where they lock people in a car and they can't get out even though all they have to do is pull the thing up. If you could disconnect the electronic function, I mean, maybe somehow you could make that, who knows. That was always so unrealistic.
All you would have to do is crawl through the back seat and pull the trunk release.
In these, yeah, you could, whatever. Then you got your lock and unlock features with the 3 here. Push it, the car is now locked. As soon as you touch the inside of the handle, it unlocks as long as you have your key fob, which, I mean, has the little horse on it. Tyler and I realized, we were like, okay, where did they put the extra key? Usually you can just pull this out and there's an extra key in case the battery dies. You actually have to literally, it is a hard process. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, like his there. His just easily removes out of the top. This one has the very small button there, which if you don't have any fingernails, even if you do, you gotta get it in there and you gotta pull the whole thing apart and it's inside. So good luck with that. Just change your batteries regularly and you'll be okay. As a bonus feature, kind of a 6th thing, would be a thing that people now know is a feature of the car, but if you don't keep up with these, you may not. Just get a shot of the window, push the unlock button twice, hold it down the 2nd time, and the windows will go down in the summer as you're walking to the car to kind of air it out. So Tyler's Honda does the same thing. We can probably see it. He's doing it now. There's his, and his sunroof cracks open too, so that's pretty cool. So it's not exclusive to the Mustang or anything, but Mustang has finally caught up in terms of technology on a vehicle. This is what I've noticed. This is what I have liked the best about it so far, aside from the looks and obviously finally having a 5.0 V8 compared to the V6. If you enjoyed that video, I'm also going to do one on the 5 things I dislike about the car, so be sure to check that out as well. Okay, so thank you.
It's a really good Civic, I agree. Bonus feature.
And I don't know if they can hear you as much, but yeah. Apparently you can actually put the key into, because there's no physical keyhole that I can tell on the Mustang. He says that there is somewhere.
So if you do run out of, your battery fob is out of juice, you take it out after a pain in the ass to do it. The only spot that I'm aware of on the Mustang is here, and it is not on the passenger side.
Oh, wow.
You would stick it in there.
That is thin. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, well, we'll have to try it. I just want to kind of see it work one day. That's cool. So there you go. That's it.
We'll be right back.